Team. I thought our guys prepared hard and competed hard and played very hard for 4 quarters. Again, just did some things you can't do to win a game in the fourth quarter. Obviously, the 2 turnovers in the fourth quarter, the missed field goals, not handling that punt, and we really put ourselves going into the fourth quarter with a chance to win the football game, and didn't execute well, and missing those kicks I think hurt a lot too. You hit those 2 kicks, it's a 1-score game with the ball at the end. So congratulations to Florida. I think they have a good football team, but we certainly feel like we let one get away.
Dave, would you start out with the back-to-back mistakes late in the third, early in the fourth quarter, the interception followed by the missed tackle for the touchdown?
It was, the ball I thought hit the receiver in the hands, and I thought it was a well-thrown ball, and one you got to make a play on. So that should have been a catch and a conversion. We keep the drive alive, but we didn't catch the ball. It batted in the air, and their kid made a nice return on it, and obviously that was a huge game changer. And then we were playing man coverage, and the kid they hit a hitch, and we missed the tackle, and that became a 50-yard play. And that was really where the breakdowns were defensively today. I thought we defended their base run game fairly well, but it was the big plays.
Well, you struggled, it looked like, against their run in the second quarter, but really held it in check the rest of the way. Was there something in particular in the second that
they lined up a couple times in an unbalanced set, and the one time we adjusted to it perfectly and stuffed them, and then twice we didn't get a line to it. So they ran it a little bit differently than they have, and we didn't get a line correctly, and then we had a guy miss a tackle too. So the one was just a split zone that I think cut back, and there was an alley, and we had a safety there, and they outran us.
Well, you talk about coming back in the third quarter. You had just missed the field goal before halftime. You came out and played a really strong third period. What does that say about your kids?
I've said this, going into the year, I like our football team. I think, their conditioning level, their strength level's better. I think that showed today. I didn't think our kids backed down at all. And again, but we're at a point program-wise that we're not gonna, there's no moral victories. I don't think there's a kid in that locker room right now that's happy or feels good about what we did. Kids battled hard, and they were physical, and they played really hard. And we did a nice job in short yardage on defense, which hasn't been a real strength of ours. And I think all that work the kids did in the off season showed up. But there's a lot of positives to take, but there's also some things that you can't do against anybody in one football game. So certainly a lot of game 1 mistakes that we got to get cleaned up.
Coach, did you have a chance to talk to Stein as to what went wrong on the field goals?
He pulled both of them. It's a chip shot, and we hit the goalpost, and the ball was on the 12-yard line. And then the other one, he pulled it bad.
How unusual was that for him?
You don't follow us very well. So,
No.
We've struggled with field goals for 3 years, and I was really optimistic going into this season that we had a great camp with it. Our one scrimmage, we were 7 for 7. We've been more consistent with those kicks than we ever been, and you got to take it to the game though, and we didn't do that.
You had Tyler warming up later in the third and fourth quarter. Were you going to make a change?
Yeah, yep. If we had another field goal, Tyler Tate was going to kick it. So, those two, it's been neck and neck all camp, and they've both been good. They've both been consistent. So, you miss 2 short ones like that, and we're going to give the other kid a shot. And that's, everybody has a job to do in football. Offensive linemen got to block, quarterback's got to throw, receivers got to catch, and kickers got to kick. And part of their job is when we get the thing down there, we got to get points. And it just can't happen. You got to come out of those drives with points. Those are knives right to the gut when you have a nice big drive like that at the end of the half. You get a lot of big third down conversions, and you miss a chip shot. You got a chance to go in there down 4 points, and then you're still down a touchdown. So now you come back in the third quarter, you score, you got a lead now, and that can change the whole game. Now they're playing from behind. Maybe they start throwing it more than they want. Maybe you pick one, and we never got a chance to let that materialize.
Was there any thought to going for it on that 4th
No, I mean, we didn't want to give them the ball back. I mean, I think you play a game like this, the big key is to just stay in the game as long as you can. You know, you get to the fourth quarter with a chance to win it. And, you know, we did not want to give them the ball back and make it a 2-score game before the half, so we were a little bit conservative until we crossed midfield. And then once we crossed midfield, we were aggressive. And, you know, we were going to take a shot at the end, and they played off, so we took a short throw to try to give us a chip shot. And we did exactly what we wanted to do on offense.
Will you talk about the decision to have Schmidt-Busch go for the fake punt? I mean, that's that getting aggressive once you cross midfield, isn't it?
Well, I mean, we would have run that. You know, we saw how they attacked our protection the first 2 punts, and we knew we had it. So it was just, you know, trying to be aggressive. We were near midfield, and I mean, you know, our kids came down here to win, and come down here to play it close or play it tight. And you know, I think you know, you owe it to your players to go for it and be aggressive, and we did that.
How would you assess how Matt Schills played today?
I mean, I thought he played very smart. He had a lot of good throwaways. You know, his numbers, you know, aren't spectacular, but that was a very, very good defense we went against. I mean, that was a top 10 national defense last year with 10 starters back. And you know, the big thing we've stressed them out all camp is take care of the football, don't turn it over, don't take us out of games. And I think from that standpoint, he did a good job. I mean, his throwaways were good. I didn't think he forced things. He made some great throws, a couple seam balls to Alex Bear, some nice tight throws. I thought Matt kept us in the game and definitely gave us a chance to win it.
Can you tell us a little bit about the defense you're preparing for? Who were some guys that you wanted to focus on? Who were some guys you want to try to neutralize?
They've got a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the Alumni Association will be going after those guys in a couple of years. I mean, they've got a bunch of NFL players. I mean, those tackles, those ends, you know, the 2 linebackers, Bostic and Jenkins. I mean, safety Elam, corners. I mean, that's a legitimate defense there. They're gonna be able to win some low-scoring games this year, because I don't think a lot of people are gonna be able to put points on them. That's a good defense. So we tried to move the pocket a lot. We didn't want to sit back in the pocket too much. You know, we wanted to mix in a bunch of draws and some little trap plays and try to take advantage of their aggressiveness up the field. And you know, I think for the most part the plan worked. So we had some big conversions, and you know, we did a lot of things well.
Anything else for Coach?
Yeah, Coach, the receivers obviously a big concern coming in on the offensive side. Would you assess how they did, particularly for bringing down?
I think those guys stepped up. They made some big plays. So, I mean, you know, all camp, I can't tell you one of them stepped up, but I really hope that as we got through September, a couple of them would raise their game up and make plays. And I think Burbrick showed why he's starting for us. You can see why we're excited about Gallen. Sean Joplin dropped a couple, but he also made some big plays in tight spaces and made some tough catches over the middle. So, you know, we're going to have a good receiver corps. I think those guys will just keep getting better, and you know, my hope is they get some confidence from today, and they know they can make plays against this defense. You know, hopefully there's a lot of plays they'll make down the line. But again, no guarantee. You know, just playing well and doing some good things game 1 doesn't guarantee anything game 2 unless you come back with the same energy, the same focus. Our kids were excited to play this game. I mean, they were jacked, and we've got to do that 11 more times. And if we prepare like that and we bring that energy 11 more times, we'll have a good season. If we don't, we won't.
You just stole my last question. What do you tell the kids in the locker room after the game?
Said I was proud of them. We did a lot of things right. But, you know, we got that thing in the fourth quarter with a chance to win it. But you know, you can't turn the ball over. You got to handle punch. You got to hit kicks. You can't miss tackles. And you know, I think they all know that. You know, we played hard with a very good team, and we were physical. And we can be a good team, but this doesn't guarantee. I mean, you know, tomorrow starts fresh, and you know, I think the only thing that ensures that you have a good season is you continue to work hard, and you just can't get excited because you're going to play in front of 90,000 people in the Swamp. You got to get excited to play for Bowling Green every week, and if our guys do that, we'll have a good year. So my thing is the energy. That's that energy, that juice, that excitement they brought today. You know, we need to see that 11 more weeks.
Any significant injuries
Now, we had a couple guys cramping up, which, you know, I hate to say, you kind of expected that. And, but as far as I know, nobody we won't have for next week.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Okay, thank you.